So Dragon Ball Sparking Zero finally achieved something. Now, it did not achieve breaking BT3's roster, you know. It didn't achieve becoming a better game than BT3, but it accomplished something very important that we had not seen before in the history of Dragon Ball games. Sparking Zero has officially become the worst Dragon Ball game, lower than Ultimate Tenkaichi, because Sparking Zero requires no skill compared to Ultimate Tenkaichi. And those are facts, not feelings, those are facts, because we're going to discuss a revelation that I've come upon. I've been doing research, you know, looking at the news, looking at the articles, and we had something confirmed that nobody has touched on. And of course, the Sparking Zero brain cells, the glazing channels that get invited out to play the game, and even though they've been playing BT3, they didn't do any BT3 combos or anything like that, you know, none of that, right? But we have gotten a revelation, a piece of news, something that we wouldn't have gotten because we know how the Sparking Zero glazers and the Sparking Zero brain cells like to hyper exaggerate anything, any small positive, which the game doesn't have anything, but they'll hyper fixate on the visuals, my visuals, they look great visuals, even though Kale and Broly look small and ugly and deformed in their sternums and aren't appropriate size, you know, even though Super Saiyan 3 Goku looks the ugliest that he's ever been in a Dragon Ball game. We won't talk about that, but we'll hyper fixate on the key clouds, right? But no, we're going to talk about something that Sparking Zero has done that has given it the title of requiring less skill than Ultimate Tenkaichi. Sparking Zero has modern controls. Modern controls. This game already requires no skill beyond square, super attack. Square, super attack, right? No, you had to compound. You had to compound that with giving this game modern controls. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what modern controls are, we do have an example of this in Arena Fighters. Now, it's been implemented in games like Street Fighter. I think it's also in Tekken. I think it may have appeared in Mortal Kombat 1. But as far as arena anime fighters, we do have an example of what this does and how it functions. So let me take you over to Naruto Storm Connections. Basically, it's the game playing itself for you. I'm not even kidding. 100%. The game by itself, without modern controls, already handholds to an obnoxious degree. It plays itself square, super attack. Square, super attack. You throw out an ultimate, it's automatically gonna hit. You throw out a rush super, it's automatically hit. Even if you're on the ground and you're supposed to be invincible, it's automatically gonna hit. All that already occurs, right? But modern controls, and if we use Storm Connections as an example, it will automatically play itself for you. So let me put you in a scenario, right? You're doing a combo on Naruto Storm Connections and you substitute the combo that your opponent is doing. Because they have modern controls on, the game will auto chakra dash to you with no action required from the player beyond circle, and it will automatically do it. It's basically like a hidden CPU making the best possible decisions and basically playing half of the match for you. It will also automatically do ultimate jutsus and basic jutsus for you. So basically, you don't even have to think about your inputs beyond circle. If your opponent is doing anything, the game will automatically acclimate for you, automatically play it for you, automatically make the best decisions for you. So you might as well not even be playing the game. Where's the gameplay, right? So that was a huge part of why, Naruto Storm Connections is in a bad place right now because of modern controls. So you look over here at Sparking Zero and the gameplay is already bland and shallow and has no depth, no tactical depth. And you also compound that by adding, they call it auto assistant mode, but it's modern controls. They've already confirmed they have modern controls. So basically, that means that if you vanish someone, they're gonna auto dash to you. If they do a super or ultimate, it will be completely by accident because all they have to do is circle, 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 or rather square, 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 and the game will automatically do a super or ultimate attack based upon how much ki or whatever your opponent has. It will automatically do all this stuff for them. This game already requires no timing of your ultimates, no timing of your super attacks, but you have the added drawback. I call it drawback. The little noobs, the scrubs that can't play Xenoverse, they can't play Raging Blast, they can't play BT3. I guess they're salivating for this. They will have a game that will play itself for them because they have no skill. Nobody can say anything about Ultimate Tenkaichi anymore because one of the bigger criticisms about Ultimate Tenkaichi is that the game played itself, which you still had to make the decisions of doing melee combos, and the only thing was like the rock, paper, scissors interactions and how you decide to defend and intercept and counter super attacks that were coming towards you. And you still had to make the decisions whether or not to use super attacks, ultimates, how to approach your combos if you wanted to gain meter, etc., etc. And I will still admit to you, it's not one of the most competitive Dragon Ball games ever, but still you had to make your own choices. So now, because of Sparking Zero having modern controls, you officially have a game that you don't have to play or know anything about at all, because you will have a hidden CPU doing everything for you in a game that already was simplified, babyfied, watered down, but had a baby gate around it because you don't want a skill curve, you don't want people having to learn anything. Now you compound that with modern controls. It's officially worse than Ultimate Tenkaichi. Now, I don't even want to hear it. Like, this game is not worthy enough to be compared to Xenoverse 2. 100%, that full stop, is not worthy enough to be compared with Xenoverse 2. No, the flashy little candy color graphics do not carry it beyond, because that's a point of opinion and personal preference, right? If you had the preference of, oh, I like the fact you got 3D or semi 3D models on a 3D background, or if you care to have like candy colors and across a 3D background. Personally, I love, cell shaded candy color graphics as long as you have like actual hand-drawn stages that match the characters, Dragon Ball FighterZ is a lot closer to what it should be. I mean, they're still kind of not there, but they're closer. But Sparking Zero, key clouds, candy color key clouds, candy color character models, whatever. You have baby mode enabled. You require no skill. That is a fact. That's not an opinion. That's not my opinion. You have modern controls that will allow the game to play itself as long as the player is stupid enough to press square, 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 which I guess matches all those Dokkan Battle screen taps that require no commands, no knowledge, no anything. It's tap, 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 tap. Just like Dragon Ball Legends, tapping on the screen, you don't have to know any inputs, no timing, no nothing, because the game has to be babied down for the stupids, for the little Gen Alpha stupids that don't want to learn inputs, controls, timing, combo building, anything like that. This game is 100% officially worse than Ultimate Tenkaichi. You cannot argue that. That is a fact. I crown thee, Sparking Zero, for your use and implementation of modern controls. I crown you worse than Ultimate Tenkaichi, with your baby down. Your basic gameplay alone would have granted you that crown. But the fact that you have modern controls, a hidden CPU hand that will play the game for you, yes, we will also call you the worst, most no-skill, dog water Dragon Ball game that there ever was. Ultimate Tenkaichi, we lift that curse from you. It's gone. You are we will at least say you are better than Sparking Zero, because at least you require the brain cells to input commands and decide whether you want to use super attacks or ultimates. Sparking Zero, it just doesn't quit failing. It doesn't quit. It doesn't fail to disappoint. That's the insane thing. Once you get past the Sparking Zero brain cells hyperfixating, visuals, my visuals. Oh, I love play. Like, if you love the visuals so much, you know the Sparking Zero Glaze channels are gonna do all super attacks, all ultimate videos. Don't waste the money buying the game. Just watch the visuals on a YouTube video, cause you know it's coming. Save yourself $200. Don't be an idiot and buy a game that is factually worse than Ultimate Tenkaichi. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. Hit that subscribe button. Perfection out. Modern controls.